Thank you. So yeah, I want to talk about something that we encounter every day, but apparently nobody thinks about. And I want to start by sharing a story. So not too long ago, I went to the cafe at Third Place Books. And I ordered a caffeinated beverage. And for those of you who are like me, you already know that means I had to go number 2. So I made my way into the bowels of the cafe, and I found I went into the bathroom, and they had this door handle that like the velociraptors can open in Jurassic Park, if you remember, with the lock button on the top. And so I pressed the button, and it returns to the exact position it was in before I pressed it. And so now I'm not sure if it's locked. So what do I check it, right? And I go, chunk, okay, it was locked. Right, okay, so now I'm gonna press it again. I'm gonna take it on faith. It's locked. And I go to assume my vulnerable position. I drop my pants, and like Princess Elsa, I proceed to let it go. And then somebody tries the door. And I give the universally acknowledged response, ah! And then it happens 2 more times. And I'm like, okay, shit, there's a line, like there's 2 restrooms, but maybe the other one's broken, or I don't know. And so I hurry up and I do my things, and I wash my hands, and I head out to to go out, and I have my excuses ready. And the strangest thing is that nobody's there. And that confuses me for a while until I realize that there's actually a sign on the outside of this restroom. And that sign says, if this door is locked, the bathroom is occupied. Which, to me, that might as well say, hey, see if you can cause a heart attack. I think we have a bathroom design problem at hand here. And if you think about this experience and think about how much stress was added to my life from that experience, right? And as Scott so kindly pointed out, most of us poo. And that means that this is happening to other people around the world as well, right? And so this is actually the cause of a lot of stress in the world. And I know you say, okay, Jason, you cherry-picked that example, right? This is not really a problem. But there are actually problematic bathroom locks all over the city, and I have the photos to prove it. And so what I would like to do is play a little game with you. I'd like to show you some photos of restrooms. And I want you to tell me if they're locked or not. So here on the left, I have a photo of the restroom at University Village. Is it locked? What do you think? Correct, it is not locked. I got walked into. That door got opened on me. Because it goes like this, and then you think it's locked, and it's not. What about that one? This is from a famous restaurant, world-famous restaurant in Napa. Locked or not? You have it's locked, but you couldn't tell from looking at it, could you? So I have a few simple design principles that I think could alleviate a lot of the problems we have with bathroom locks. And so I want to go through them. The first design principle is that the door, the lock, it should be visually obvious from both the inside of the bathroom and the outside that the door is locked, right? Oddly, airplane bathrooms do a pretty good job of this. And I know that no one is trying to replicate that experience anywhere on planet Earth, but they do have that going for them, right? The second design principle is that the lock and the handle should be separate. And if you think about it, they really do serve very different purposes. The handle is there to allow the door to open and close, and the lock is there to prevent that from happening. The third design principle is that when you close the deadbolt, and there should be a deadbolt, you should be able to look in between that little crack where the door lines up, and you should see that there is a piece of metal between you and any potential intruder. And the fourth design principle is that when the door is locked, if you try it from the inside, that should demonstrate that the door is locked. It should not unlock the door. So I know it's difficult to change these kinds of things, but I have hope because we've done it before. If you remember, we used to have grocery store signs all over the world that said 10 items or less. And through this act of monumental public shaming, we got grocery store managers to change all of those signs. They now say 10 items or fewer. So I think the same principle could work to change our bathroom experience. So I actually have 2 requests of you tonight. First, I want you to share this video with your friends so they understand the gravity of the situation. And second, I want you to Instagram the shit out of this. When you go to a restroom, take a photo of the view from the throne, and label it with the hashtag locked or not. And together, we can collectively improve the experience of everyone on planet Earth. Thank you.